Did you know that of all the developed countries in the world, the United States has the highest teen pregnancy and teen STD rate? This is something that's extremely important, and I think America needs to get on this problem right now. Especially us as college students, being teenagers and young adults entering those years, this is when many kids start to engage in sexual activity. Some kids choose not to engage in sexual activity because they either don't want to or they have religious affiliations that say that they're not allowed to do so yet. And even some kids that are religious still decide to engage in sexual activity. There are also kids that don't have religious affiliation, so they engage in sexual activity because they believe that there is nothing hindering this from them. Because of this, I think that it is totally ridiculous to only have abstinence-only education in schools. Schools need to incorporate abstinence plus education, so not only do we get the abstinence view of things, but we also have contraceptive views for those people that will be engaging in sexual activity. It is important for Texas high schools and colleges to incorporate comprehensive sex education programs. There are many statistics that I think prove that this definitely needs to be something that's changed in our world. From my awareness throughout high school and college, kids don't only engage in sex because they're in love, but sometimes they know that it's so prohibited that they want to do something to rebel. They want to do things to sin or go against their parents, so this is a way for them to express that. And when this might not be the best choice after they've done it, it's already happened. And we want these kids to be able to know how to protect themselves. 70% of parents say that they do not want their children engaging in sexual activity, and 66% of those parents are actually okay with sex education being taught in schools from Abstinence Works. This is an abstinence-only education chart. The red part shows that 70% of Americans actually oppose teaching abstinence-only education in schools. 24% support it, and these 6% do not know whether or not they want abstinence-only education or sex education shown in schools. In one video that I watched to prepare for this speech, The Education of Shelby Knox is a teenager in Lubbock, Texas, which has the highest STD rate out of all the cities in Texas. Their school district refuses to incorporate comprehensive sex education programs into their abstinence-only education. It's a very Christ-centered town, so they believe that going to church and teaching the kids about abstinence is enough. However, Shelby feels like it's not enough. So Shelby takes it upon herself to go to the school district to start a movement to get it into class. All along the way, Shelby has a number of encounters. She even has the pastor of her church telling her that it's not a good idea. And this is just showing how it's hindering us and how we need more people to understand that sex education and contraceptive use is very important, that people our age need to know. The U.S. has a pregnancy rate that's twice that of Great Britain and 4 times that of what it is in countries such as France and Sweden, which I learned from teenpregnancytrends.com. There's currently efforts to further the contraceptive use to be integrated into high schools, yet there's still not that many things. Some things, though, that have worked is that we can't assume that every child comes from a Christian background. We need to understand that there will be kids that are not using abstinence because they don't understand that that's what abstinence is for or what the background is. So we need to let those kids know that teen pregnancy is not what they want to go with. This clip is from Mean Girls, and I'm sure most of us have seen that movie. And that movie, as well as other media, does glorify that there is sexual use in teenage households. And with the media being so strong to glorify this, we should definitely be taking this chance to tell our kids, I know this is what you're seeing, you think this is okay, and even though we might not think it is, this is how you can be safe so that this does not happen to yourself. If we just use this slogan, keep calm and practice abstinence, more things will happen. Our teen pregnancy rate will continue to go up and our teen STD rate will as well.